Hi. Hi, my cuties, my little schmookums, my little butter cakes, my little butter balls, my little chickens, my little turkeys. Hi. I hope this video finds you well. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Use your own discernment and intuition. Whenever you find it, it is the right time because it is timeless. I will never reach out to you for personal readings because I'm not doing them, and I would not do that anyway. So don't give that person your money, whoever that is, or whatever bot, call center. I don't know. Not me. Let's get into it, shall we? So, I'm getting like there needs to be a slowdown, like a time to enjoy, not work, not be all like slaving away, that type of thing. There needs to be some of that. Like a slow down, enjoying the moment. Excuse me. Smelling the flowers, whatever you want to do. Something slow, something... I can't think of the word I want to use, but like go meander, go stroll around. There doesn't have to be a goal or whatever. It's just enjoy the moment. All right. All right. We have the King of Curses, which is the King of Cups in this deck. Go hit up a hot tub. Or a jacuzzi, whatever they're called. Spa, whatever they're called. A thing with hot water and jets. Or, hot springs. The world's kind of showed itself, but I'm just going to put it back in and see if it pops out. So with this slowdown, it's for an integration of new emotional maturity levels, essentially. You've had all these upgrades, you've had all of this letting go of things, or a realization of that you can't continue certain patterns, whatever it is. 42 twice on my computer, so whatever, if that's resonant for you. But whatever realizations you've come to or understandings, this slowdown space and messing around is going to, for one, with these realizations, there's been a slowdown in energy. Like, you may be tired. Speaking of, I'm yawning like a motherfucker. All right. Like, feeling worn down. For me, like, I've been feeling like just low level sick, and I'm like, I don't really think I am sick. It's just like, just depleted from all of like these realizations. And I'm part of the collective, for these videos too, so sometimes it resonates for me. But yeah, that just popped up for me. And we have the Seven of Cups, which is the Seven of Pentacles in this deck. there may also have been some, like, you've been waiting on something to come through. It's not going to come through until you sit down and integrate all of these. With this picture, there's like water floating around him. And for me, that's telling me like you have all of these understandings, these feelings that have come up, and they're just like all around you. It's time to, as soon as you slow down, the channel can either, you know, push it in, like it can be integrated into you as like a sponge. You soak up all these new energies finally and like set it in, lock it in. It's like when you use like certain adhesives and stuff like that, epoxies, it needs a set time. You know, it's like, or if you're using like a gasket maker epoxy, or you know, whatever you want to call it, it needs like 24 hours to set, or however long, when you can't be moving stuff around in the parts. Like if it's on an engine, you can't run the engine until it's set. And essentially, like, that's what you need to like slow down so all of this stuff can like set in, and your body's like begging for it because you're like tired and you're integrating all of these new things, and you've also released a lot of stuff. So wherever it needs to go, out or in, there needs to be a slowdown. So it's like there was this image of a dude trying to like pour this chick a drink, and she was like moving it around, and so he couldn't pour the drink in. Like it would get some of it in there, but it wouldn't get like all of the drink because she was like moving it around. That's what I'm saying. It's like these things can't fully integrate until you stop moving and like steady it, so everything can just get put where it needs to be put, whether it's coming out of you or coming in. Nice strength. If you've been feeling that your body is just weaker right now or whatever, what I'm getting is this yawning is too much. All right. What I'm getting is you might feel like you've gone back, or like say you were feeling really strong and you came to a bunch of realizations and understandings, and you're like, yeah, I'm powerful. And then you kind of fall back and you're like, man, I feel weak, I'm shaky. Like, obviously, if you go see a doctor if you feel inclined to. I'm not a doctor, I'm just giving the message. Take it if it resonates. But it's like you feel like you've declined in some way. You feel insecure in some way, or whatever it is, even though you were feeling like super powerful. It's because we need this time to sit down and regenerate. And that's where this strength, like your muscles need that recovery time. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles in this deck. It's like you're being washed, is what I'm getting. It's like you're being washed of any, I'm like seeing like one of those ultrasonic cleaner things. And so it's like shaking you and, you know, getting all of these little sediments off and specks of dirt or whatever. You're being cleaned and you're like dunked under this cleaning agent, if you will. And that's what, like, that's why you feel like this heaviness or whatever, because you need to just sit the fuck down and like allow this like ultrasonic cleaner, this cleaning agent, you know, to do its magic so you can finally be clean and clear, whatever you need, whatever needs to happen for you, so you can shine brightly and like be polished up, you know, cleaned up. It's like cleaning jewelry. We have the Ace of Beasts and the Eight of Beasts. So as soon as you sit down, allow this recovery time and this submergence and cleaning, and, you know, with the snakes being on the card, it's like shedding your skin, that type of thing. Someone just popped in my head, so that was random. Oh my god. I'm so tired. So, like, say you've been going through a lot, just that this person has been through a lot, and it's been like a progressive thing. Like you've been the scapegoat, you've messed up. There's been times where you haven't messed up and you've been accused of stuff. Like, you're going through all of these things, and it's been exhausting and burdensome. And so there's like this lack of energy, because you've been trying to push and, you know, advocate for yourself in these moments. I couldn't think of the word I actually wanted to use, so I just used advocate. It's kind of, it's adjunct to what I meant. Defending yourself, yes, that's the word I wanted to use. And with all of that, like, it's been depleting, because there was this need or feeling to understand that, these people need to understand that. They need to understand what I am or who I am, and that in itself has been depleting. And I'm getting that there was this realization of it, and that's let go. So now we're in this cleaning process, this, you know, whether you need to absorb this energy or release it, whatever, it's like this in and out flow that needs to happen. So while this cleaning process, and you just chilling, letting the cleaning process be done, nurturing yourself, meditating, doing all these things, and just like simply listening to your body. If you're tired, then take a nap or whatever. This is going to bring, with this Ace of Beasts and this Ace of Eight of Ace of Beasts, Eight of Beasts, which is the Ace and Eight of Wands. This is gonna bring like a whole ass new, like a reinvigorated energy, and it's gonna be like, you're gonna be the most like high performance you've ever felt. You're gonna be faster, you're gonna be stronger, all of these things. But you have to let this process happen, and that's sitting down, slowing down, allowing yourself to feel like, oh, I'm not getting anything done or whatever it is. But the truth is, there's way more going on than you think. And if there's like some tidying up to do, or tasks that you've been putting off, like, get those done. But like I said, listen to your body, because and we have the Page of Beasts at the bottom of the deck, Page of Wands in this deck, and I split it at the worlds. That world did want to pop out again. I keep yawning, this is ridiculous. Excuse me. Listen, I mean, obviously I'm talking to myself right now too, is listen to your body. LOL, I'm tired. Yeah, 8 of Cups in reverse, which is 8 of Pentacles. And the 3 of Curses in reverse, which is the 3 of Cups. Yeah, if things have not been working out moving forward, these connections that you're clinging to are like not fulfilling, not giving what you need, all of this stuff, or like you're being depleted in this way. You got to let that energy flow in and flow out, whichever one you need. Because for one, you're just depleting yourself. You're also stopping this recovery process by indulging in this. And you're literally being given... Yeah, we have the Sun and the World at the bottom of the deck again, homie. So we have the Sun and the Queen of Beasts. So with these feelings that are coming up of this integration of energy, or just emotional maturity levels leveling up, just this more understanding of yourselves, whatever it is, whatever you've come to terms with, whatever deep diving you've done on yourself. 7 of Swords with the King of Cups and the 3 of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck. That shit needs to be integrated and moved in. And with that, like, what I'm getting with that 7 of Swords is it's gonna be a surprise with the King of Cups, which is the King of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups in reverse. It's going to be a surprise of like material abundance, like, and it doesn't have to mean money. It could just be like health, anything physical. That's what the Pentacles are. So, and especially with the King, it's the master of that, the physical realm, money, possessions, your physical body, whatever things that need to work out and through this energy needs to flow in, flow out. I'm seeing like one of those, like, I don't know, like this thing it's got like several tubes on it and it plugs in and it's made to like clean things. So it injects like a cleaner into it, and then it sucks the cleaner out, and then it flushes water through, and then it sucks that water out, and so it keeps like circulating until it's finally cleaned. That's what I'm seeing is like what's happening to you. But like it's like those little things that plug into you are I have 444 on my clock. It can be painful. It's like a needle. So like these things are still kind of, you're gonna have like a sore spot or whatever, and that needs to heal from this cleaning and whatever's happening. And with all of this cleansing and cleaning, a lot of feelings are gonna come up because it's like this realization of many things. And with the Sun and the Queen of Beasts in reverse is like finally tackling the biggest things that have been staying hidden. And that's, to me, with this Queen of Beasts in reverse is like needing to control, a hot temper, insecurity, maybe playing games, you know, that type of stuff, the icky stuff you don't want to recognize within yourself, you know. Those things are going to come out, and these realizations are going to be exposed as well. It's what I'm seeing is like two sides of it though, like with this understanding of like, ooh, yeah, shit, maybe I was being a toxic fuck, but also it's like this other understanding of like, I still deserve love, and you know, I'm gonna correct my behavior, but maybe because maybe somebody like pointed this out to you or whatever, that you were this way or that way, and you were like immediately resistant to it because you're like, I'm not letting people like keep me down anymore. But there was some truth to that on that side of the sword. And then on the other side is you're still lovable despite, you know, whatever behaviors have surfaced. And you also have to trust yourself. It's like a weird dichotomy, a weird, I can't think of the word, that it's like two things at once existing. It's out of me. It left my mind. You might be having brain fog or something like that. Like, and once again, I'm not a doctor. Go see a doctor if you feel inclined to. It's like this brain fog, or like things are just like going, and it is because you're being cleansed and like things are being like shaken up and sorted out. Yeah. So it's like this understanding of like two things existing at once. Like, I deserve love and I'm not going to let somebody tell me how to live my life. But also that person, whatever they said, it had some truth to it. Maybe I was being a selfish dick. That type of thing. It's like all of these understandings. And that's because you're meeting this deeper level of emotional maturity with that King of Cups, you know, with the starting of that. Coming into that King of Curses with that inner understanding and inner mastery, that's coming with the mastery of the outer world. All right, I'm gonna pull a few of these handwritten cards that I have. What's up with it? Okay, so this manifest card fell right on that Three of Cups. There may be, and it's in reverse, there might be some dissatisfaction, like thinking like your manifestations are coming through. That's just like, bro, you just let it go. I mean, whatever happens with that. You have to let it go. And maybe you need to fully sit with this understanding and even grieve the thought of you not getting that thing, so you can come to a state of neutrality. Obviously, whatever you feel inclined to do. But there's like this dissatisfaction, this unhappiness, this like, well, fuck. Like, even jealousy when it comes to like manifestations and seeing people succeed and all of that stuff, because you feel like you've been working your ass off. You have, however, there's been something weighing you down heavily that won't let this come in until you release it and you get cleaned. And honestly, if that manifestation wasn't meant to happen for you, it wasn't meant to happen for you. There's still this level of you don't have control over it. You know, whatever Most High, the universe, thinks is best for you is still going to happen. And whatever manifestation you think you want, maybe that's not the exact thing that you need. You'll still get the manifestation, but it's not that. And there might need to be this understanding of this, like feeling the grief of that and letting it fully go. Because whatever you've been holding on to and clinging to in regard to that, it's been keeping you away. We have financial issues, and you make me nervous. And this is kind of going back to that double-edged sword, two sides of things, two things existing at once. Ooh, I have metal in my skin. Little metal shaving. There's some revisitation of looking at like, okay, so let's say somebody called you selfish or whatever, and like you were like, fuck that, I'm not, whatever, like, and maybe there was a seed of truth to that, but there also needs to be that, like, let's say somebody told you like you're bad with money or whatever. Maybe like what they said verbatim, like you're not good at budgeting or whatever, isn't the exact truth, but you have some wounding around money, and that's causing you to spend it frivolously, or, basically as soon as you gain a manifestation of money, like a lot or whatever, or you get these little tests of like little tastes of abundance, right? And because you have these financial wounds or money wounds, you basically just throw it away and push it away, because there's this fear of, with that, you make me nervous, this fear of, oh, well, shit, if I actually have money, what am I supposed to do with it? So there was like a seed of truth to that, but you can't let it affect you, because it's like once again, it's like two things existing at once. It's a test to stand in your truth and know yourself and be like, yeah, no, I'm good with money, and I'm going to keep being even better. Like, I'm going to get better every day, whatever it is. But also realizing like, okay, I was acting in a certain way when it came to money. And that, like, it's complicated, and like I'm having a hard time like fully describing it, because it has to do with that intense emotional maturity level. Like, it's such a high level of internal emotional mastery and understanding that you have to understand that there's both things at once. Yes, I need to stand in my truth and fully trust myself and be that person and continue to be my best, not let anybody's words affect me or hold me down. But also, I need to be open and understanding that I'm not perfect, and I still have some healing to do. It's this annoying, because it's going to come in a way, like these things come in a way that it's such a complicated, like, let's say your boss tells you like your work has slipped or something like that. You can't let that affect you or put you in a state of fear or feel insecure about yourself. But also there needs to be this understanding of like, well, I have been apathetic as fuck about my job. Like, so they're not wrong. But it might just be like a wink from the universe, a little hint from your guides or whatever. Like, maybe it's not your physical work, like where you're working there, but it's like an internal thing. Like, let's say your spiritual work has slipped and your internal work has slipped. Then that's a recognition of that. And then being like, oh, instead of getting hurt and being like, fuck you, whatever, getting motivated to be better, but not letting that person control your life. It's like this weird, someone can put it in the comments, that word that means like two things existing at once. But, and we also have express it. I'm getting, it's like this admittance of, oh yeah, I do have work, I can be a better person, and I need to recognize this within myself. Having that humility. Man, I'm fucking tired. On that hustle, on that grind. I should take my own advice, huh? I think it's that new moon that's happening right now. We have Father. Shit. I know one flipped. And mind your own damn business. So, and that's telling me being the master, like, the Father is the Emperor in the tarot deck. And we have stay low key at the bottom. Mind your own business. Stay in your lane. Whatever winnings people are happening around you, don't let that affect you. Don't beat yourself up. Just use that as motivation for yourself, not to get in competition with these motherfuckers, to just keep being better, and recognize that the levels you're at are gonna skyrocket. Like, other people might just, whatever work they're willing to do, that's what rewards they're getting. I don't know if anybody's seen like these welter picture memes or whatever. It's like they'll show, you know, $17 an hour picture, and then it's like $50 an hour picture, and it's like, you know, like just metal just thrown on there, and then like the other one is like super slick, fish scale, like beautiful welds, like with, you know, stacking dimes or whatever. And like that's what it is. It's like, mind your own damn business. It might take longer because you're practicing and you're putting this extra work in internally, and you're also not, you need to slow down and allow these things to get cleaned off of you. Allow that ultrasonic cleaner to do its thing. And that's when you're going to get catapulted. But staying in your lane and focusing on your own work, and, you know, it's not looking over at the other person to see where they're at. And it's natural to want to do that. Like we're a competitive species, right? We want to be better. We have a tendency to compare. That's just part of us. But checking yourself and not letting yourself get into those emotions. And the more you practice and focus on yourself and this hard internal work, it's going to pay off. You're going to be the $50 an hour person versus the $17 an hour person. But it takes time to get there. All right, one more. How funny, I split it on desk job. We have shitter. And commitment. Ooh, okay. So there might also be this fear of truly committing to something, because it's like, well, what if it shits out on me? What if it goes down the drain? And, you know, I'm getting like, you on surface level and consciously, you are a committed person, but there's a level that you are fearful of bursting past. And this is with all of these tests and all of these recognitions of, sorry, there was something in my eye. All of these recognition of recognizing that you have two sides. There's two sides of, oh, if somebody says something about me, I need to take, you know, it's a divine message from the universe. I need to take the little seed out of it, you know, sort through the crap, throw the junk out, and find motivation and find even a stronger foundation within myself. And that's a deeper level of commitment and to your path, or whatever it is, relationships, whatever that you haven't been willing to meet or be at until, you know, this understanding of, I hope this is making sense. I feel like I'm just spitting words out, but it's kind of hard to describe because there's that weird ass, like, two things existing at once thing. And I need you. So it's this, yeah, it's crazy because it's like this fear of failure. Like, I'm getting you're a very committed, loyal person until it's like a certain level. And, you know, it's like a job or, you know, yourself, even habits for yourself. You're super committed to yourself and disciplined until this certain level to where, well, shit, if it goes down the drain, I lose a lot. And I need to feel safe and seen. What if I fail or whatever? It's like this, and you don't know until you, like, fuck around, right? You won't find out until you fuck around. And I saw look up before I started shuffling, so it's like staying positive, chin up in these times. And it's time to start looking at this, catching yourself, for one, in these really deep subconscious fears, and two, staying more positive in these deeper commitments. You know, it's like higher the risk, the greater reward. Trust. And we have the gym. So it's like doing these annoying ass, like, accessory workouts where you're just like, I'm not seeing the gains, I'm not getting a pump from this, but, you know, it's like you're doing, like, working those little shoulder muscles and in, you know, to prevent injury, or, you know, you're working on doing these little mobility things, and you're like, man, I'm not seeing results from this. I'm not getting to put like 300 pounds on the bar. What the hell? But those little accessory workouts, accessory exercises, whatever you want to call it, are the most beneficial in the long run. It helps with the longevity. So it's like this annoying, like, well, I'm not getting to see all this badass shit. What the hell? I don't know if it's worth it. But that's once again this deeper commitment of, you're not seeing results right now, and you have to trust the process. Safe. I'm gonna end it there. You are safe. You are being watched. You are protected with this all eyes on you. You are heavily protected. You have to just trust that this process is happening for a reason. These realizations are for a reason. And if you want to keep getting to these higher levels and keep growing, there's a deep commitment to your faith here and yourself. And this is why, you know, not everybody can do the work that you're doing. That's why they just stop and they're okay with, you know, oh, well, this is my success. And, you know, yeah, you look over your shoulder and like, well, how come they got that win? Because you're meant for something greater. They're at the level that they're at, and they're okay with the success that they're at. They're okay with whatever internal work they've done. And not everyone can stand in the fire. Not everyone can, you know, be underwater like that, under that pressure. Not everyone's built for that. I mean, everyone could do it if they wanted to, but that's a whole mental thing. That's a whole push, like the spiritual strength, the mental strength, the physical strength, all of that. That pressure that makes the diamond, only few can hang. Don't forget to slow down, babies. I love you so much, and keep doing this badass work. Like, you gotta trust the process. And please don't keep looking over your shoulder at other people's, like, quote unquote success. Like, you're meant for something far greater. And those things are a little test of your commitment. Keep on this path. Keep listening to your intuition. Keep digging to find who you are at your core, not who people tell you who you are, or, you know, all of those things. Knowing yourself, that you are of pure source, you are of the universe, you are of God, and that's all you need to be. And coming to that level, you're going to get where you want to be, and you're actually probably going to be surprised at the success that you reach. I love you, babies. I hope this message made sense. I kind of felt like I'm all like tired and in like that in-between state, so it'll reach the right person. I love you, babies. Have a wonderful day. Bye.